Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there lived a beautiful princess named Snow White. She had skin as white as snow, lips as red as roses, and hair as black as ebony. Snow White's beauty was renowned throughout the kingdom, much to the jealousy of her wicked stepmother, the queen. The queen, consumed by envy, would often consult her magical mirror, asking, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" For years, the mirror always replied that the queen was the fairest. However, as Snow White grew older, the mirror's answer changed, and it declared Snow White to be the fairest in the land. Furious and unable to tolerate anyone surpassing her beauty, the queen devised a wicked plan. She ordered a huntsman to take Snow White deep into the forest and dispose of her. The huntsman, however, could not bring himself to harm the innocent princess and instead let her go, warning her to flee and never return. Lost in the vast forest, Snow White stumbled upon a tiny cottage, which belonged to 7 dwarfs. The dwarfs, named Doc, Grumpy, Happy, Sleepy, Bashful, Sneezy, and Dopey, were kind-hearted miners. They welcomed Snow White into their home and, seeing her kindness, decided to protect her from the queen. Meanwhile, the queen, deceived by her magic mirror, discovered that Snow White was still alive. Enraged, she concocted several schemes to eliminate the princess, including a poisoned comb and a poisonous apple. The dwarfs, however, foiled each plan, warning Snow White to be cautious. Ultimately, the queen disguised herself as an old peddler woman and presented Snow White with a tempting, shiny red apple. Unaware of the danger, Snow White bit into the poisoned apple and fell into a deep, death-like sleep. Heartbroken, the dwarfs placed Snow White in a glass coffin. Time seemed to stand still until one day, a handsome prince arrived. Mesmerized by Snow White's beauty, he kissed her, breaking the evil spell. Snow White awoke, and the dwarfs rejoiced. The prince, captivated by Snow White's kindness and beauty, proposed, and she accepted. They invited the dwarfs to the grand castle, where Snow White and the prince lived happily ever after, and the wicked queen's jealousy and cruelty were finally vanquished.